It has been 24 years now since September 11th, and while hundreds of FDNY and NYPD crews rushed to Ground Zero, so did the city's volunteer firefighters.
In the outer boroughs, small teams of volleys quietly stepped in to protect their neighbors. But as Hannah Klieger explains, it often came at a great personal cost.
At the historic Gerrittsen Beach Volunteer Fire Department, retired Chief Doreen Garson recalls nightmares of a city covered in dust.
You couldn't see your hand in front of your face. It was just ash.
The 100-year-old department's first female chief, she served for 32 years before stepping down in 2018. On September 11th and in the days following, Garson went down to Ground Zero with a partner to help with recovery and cleanup, where she also took these photos of a city rattled by tragedy, broken and scared.
It was just very, very frightening that something like that can happen to us when we felt so comfortable. That comfort is not there anymore.
The Gerrittsen Beach Volleys are Brooklyn's only volunteer-run firehouse, one of 8 in the city. Ed Wilmarth III comes from a long legacy of firefighters.
Every male Wilmarth going back to the 1700s has been a volunteer fireman.
The former chief and department historian of the Broad Channel VFD also rushed towards Lower Manhattan with 3 volleys after the first plane hit. He recalls running for cover once the first tower began to collapse.
And I can hear all this stuff hitting behind me, so I just made the decision to just dive underneath the back of our ambulance. Probably what saved me.
Luckily, all 4 volunteers made it out alive, though 2 of his colleagues, Fred Gray and Captain Robert Nussberger, would eventually die of 9/11 related illnesses.
I have a chronic sinusitis that became 9/11 certified. We all have our own variation of PTSD.
In the days following, volunteer fire departments in the outer boroughs were deployed to backfill at FDNY firehouses because their manpower and resources were all tied up at Ground Zero. Memorials to these local heroes can be found all over these small communities. A baseball field, a flagpole in the park, a plaque on the wall.
Unfortunately, the amount of first responders that were at 9/11, the amount that have passed away has now surpassed the amount of people that were killed that day.
But the heroes sometimes walk among us, carrying the consequences of their sacrifice.
Bladder cancer came in 2021. I went through a year of treatments. And then in 23, I was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Many scars are invisible but lasting, a reminder that the danger, their fight, and their service didn't end that day. In Gerrittsen Beach, Brooklyn, Hannah Klieger, CBS News, New York.
As we mark 24 years since the attacks this Thursday, we will have live coverage of the commemoration ceremony. It will begin at 8:25 in the morning. That's on air and also streaming on CBS News New York.